Dogs and cats living together. That's hysteria. Wow! Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig
it? What's up, you crazy animals, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Schatzer, and today I have a crazy Italian flick lined up for us. It is Franco Prosperi's 1984, just very strange and off-the-charts crazy flick. It is Wild Beasts, and this one is batshit crazy, so let's just get into the insanity. Here is Wild Beasts. Wild Beasts is a batshit crazy 80s Italian horror flick with a savage and beyond ludicrous premise and a penchant to get a little wild when it comes to animalistic mayhem and chaos. Forged in a cinematic world where crazed animals run amok in murderous glee, the production abounds in total reckless abandon as mind-boggling scenes and unbelievably vicious sequences maul the audience in constant relentless fashion and with brutally grotesque results. With teeth bared and claws sharpened, Wild Beasts is an uncontrollable, chaotic when animals attack horror flick that's as unpredictable as it is completely feral. The film follows a smarmy zoo veterinarian named Dr. Rupert Berner and an insufferable zoologist named Laura Schwarz as the unthinkable happens resulting from a large portion of the city's water supply being contaminated with PCP, forcing the animals to go crazy and break free from their enclosures and proceed to rip and tear apart anything in their path. Joining forces with a no-nonsense lawman named Inspector Nat Braun, the gang proceeds to subdue as many rabid beasts as they can with the use of the team's newly created pacifying serum, before the entire city turns into a bloody urban jungle of non-stop carnage and destruction. Totally out of control and wholly unbelievable, Wild Beasts is a rampant nightmare of gargantuan proportions, yet the casts of this off-kilter flick are rather small and surprisingly subdued for the most part, considering the crazy material on screen. Staying grounded as one can be in such a chaotic when animals attack production, the performers roll with the insanity of the picture, while giving some of the most unusually weird and alien-like performances in any Italian flick to date, and that's saying a whole hell of a lot. The do-gooding creepers and bizarre animal hunters of this unusual horror safari are Antonio Di Leo as Dr. Rupert Berner, a mustachioed zoo veterinarian and all-around douche John Oates lookalike; Lorraine Diesel as Laura Schwarz, a resting bitch-faced scientist and the unanimous winner of the Worst Mother of the Year award; Ugo Bologna as Inspector Nat Braun, a sometimes serious, sometimes sassy lawman who's determined to clean up this city and wrangle every last beast off the streets; and finally Louisa Lloyd as Susie Schwarz, Laura's pain-in-the-ass young daughter and chip off the old annoying block. Strange, obtuse, and completely odd, the cast does a commendable job in keeping up with the pace of the mayhem, while at the same time giving some amazingly alien performances that match the audacious strangeness of the entire picture. Cast aside, the main pull of this out-of-control flick is the animal mayhem and pandemonium of the proceedings, and boy does this film deliver on all fronts. The diversity of ravenous creatures on the screen is mesmerizing, from lions, tigers, elephants, and even polar bears, making for a delightfully savage cornucopia of death-dealing greatness that is surprisingly capitalized on by this ragtag group of Italian filmmakers. The maulings are fierce, and the constant dangerous encounters are aplenty, making for a feverish storyline that always keeps you on your toes, leaving your mind boggled on what crazy scenario is going to happen next. The special effects of the picture are remarkably succinct for such an obscure and low-budgeted production, and the gore is splashed across the screen in typical Italian horror trademark style, giving the film an overall seedy and grotesque feel that permeates every crevice of this untamed flick. It's calculatingly cruel and purposefully unusual, and what more could you ask for in a When Animals Attack Italian horror flick? If you love cinematic efforts that feel unchained and completely rabid in content and execution, then this odd little gem has got exactly what you're looking for. In the end, Wild Beasts is a viciously insane and completely demented 80s Italian horror production, one with boundlessly cruel intentions and insurmountable savagery, and of course it's one with one hell of a dangerous bite. And there you have it, freak shows. That is the totally insane and absolutely fun Italian horror flick. That is Wild Beasts. Just a crazy production to say the least. It really just goes out of control. I mean, I guess you would expect that with a film where PCP makes animals go crazy from drinking the water that has PCP in it. So, yeah, you get what you get, I guess. But guys, that is it for me. Hope you like that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below because I love hearing from you guys. But until then, I will see you all at the next movie review. Take care.